So what's up? How you doing today? We're going to take a look at an improv guitar lesson for playing in the band by the Grateful Dead, and just focused on the open-ended jam section over the D minor. So let's break it down to a list of just some ideas that we can look at. We can come up with a whole lot more, but let's break it down. The first one we want to know is that it's in 10/4. So basically what that means is just 10 beats for each measure, which is a little unusual. You know, most things are in 4. And while the jam kind of feels open-ended, you can kind of just float around whatever, it's still good to know where it is. So let's give a quick listen to this track, a backing track, just with nothing else there, and counting out the 10, and see if you can really count out and feel that cycle of 10. So let's check it out. So the second thing we want to know is that this is in D Dorian. We can certainly play other notes too, play outside the key. It's a kind of an out there thing, but it revolves all around a D minor. And I should probably turn my guitar on first, right? That might help. There we go. D minor, right? So D Dorian. It's the same thing as the D minor scale, but instead of a flat 6, it has a raised 6. Makes it sound a little less kind of, dark and evil sounding. Sweetens it out. And it's also the same key signature as a C major scale, so it's all those natural notes, but focusing on the D instead of the C, and a D minor. And that's it. So make sure you know all that. I'll put the chart up at the backing track that you can try all these things out at the end for yourself. But that is, again, D Dorian. We can play any notes, but it revolves around D Dorian. So the third thing we want to know is that we want to leave space for others. This is just a general rule of thumb for just jamming in general. But let's give a quick listen to me just leaving some space for the piano player. I heard him doing something. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of cool. So I left a little space, let him continue on, and then he kind of came back in. It's not about just a long guitar solo. Let's check it out. So again, jams shouldn't be just one long guitar solo. It's all about interaction, leaving space for solos for other people. So just don't forget that you're playing with other people, and always keep your ears, both ears, open to be listening to what they're doing. So the number 4 thing is using a wah pedal. Just an option. It's just something that Jerry would use a lot in this jam thing here. So something you could use the whole time, or throw it on at one point if you want to, turn it off. But let's give a quick listen of hearing how it sounds in the context with that wah. So the number 5 thing is also something that kind of just fits the sound of the vibe of this jam, I think, which is tremolo picking. And that just means just picking really fast. So just getting that pick in there. You want to get kind of close. Don't be big motions, just really small. You can even do it back here if you want. Get that Pulp Fiction sound. But let's give a quick example of that and hear how it sounds. So also a little bonus part of this one is also throwing in the flat 5 I was doing there. Up here, say you're in this minor pentatonic, or the full Dorian scale, whatever. If you throw in that flat 5, the blue note, some people might think, oh, it's a blue note, it's only for the blues style or something, and this is not really a blues. You can use it in anything, and I always think of the blue note as a kind of just a note that really, it adds a lot of tension. It kind of takes you out there. So if you're going along and you want to take it out there, just throw in that blue note. So the flatted 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's that flat 5. So it's an A flat in this key. So the number 6, the final thing, is we want to know how to throw in some leaps with the scale. So if you're going along, say again, you're in this spot right here, instead of just playing up and down the scale, oops, throw. That's throwing leaps, so you're not playing straight up and down. Instantly, it makes it sound really out, So let's give another listen to example of the track and hear how I'm throwing in a bunch of leaps and it starts to pull it out. And that's it, just a quick list of some ideas to get you in the kind of mode, get you in that sound for this type of jam. Please come up with your own ideas and try them out with the track if you've got time right now and you've got access to your guitar. But try these out in your own, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.